I have been accused of negative ethnicity profiling. And it happens like this. I comment something about a certain tribe, which people from that tribe feel I've talked bad. They say, why do you usually talk bad about our tribe? I felt that today I have to respond to it. Why do you talk negative about our tribe? Now you find several tribes, people from several tribes have said that. And they have said that each one saying that I'm against their tribe. Well, this is my response. One, the first 6 tribes, or is it 8? The first 8 tribes uh, account for over 80%, over 80% of the population in Kenya. So there are some tribes of the 47 tribes. There are some tribes. If someone was to mention to you, you'd be shocked to hear that we have such tribes in Kenya. Let us state this way. If I said something about Malakote, do you know that there's a tribe called Malakote? Many of you are hearing of that. Malakote is found in Tana River. Malakote is the only tribe I saw that when you cross Tana River, you have to be very careful with the crocodiles. You enter the water, the crocodiles pull your legs and they drown you. And the rest, as they say, is history. But Malakote swim alongside the crocodiles. So how I don't know how the crocodiles know Malakote. And then you want me to talk about Burji. I'm sure you've never heard of a tribe called Burji, isn't it? Those ones are found in Isiolo and Moyale and such. We have various tribes in Kenya. I can mention them, but you have never heard of them. And as I said, the top 8 tribes account for 80%. We have something that is called negative ethnicity and positive ethnicity in tribalism. Me, I don't know. I even don't care whether mine is negative or positive. I've always cared about telling the truth. And actually, I'm so careful that you have heard me before saying that there is no need of talking 999 truth and then add one false. So what I say is true. Now, that is the mandate. You tell me to talk about anything, I'll talk. Tell me to talk about history. Tell me to talk about Vasco da Gama, I'll talk. So long as I tell the truth. I have friends whom I know. There is Victor Nyaata. There is Smart Joka. There is Mshamba. They know me personally. And then there is Nyakundi. If you want people to tickle you, we have them in plenty. But me, what I'm saying, so long as I do, I mean, I consider a person who exaggerates to be worse than the person who cheats. You see, the person who cheats tells the whole lie from A to Z. But a person who exaggerates is somebody who takes 98% truth and then adds that 1 or 2%. So to me, exaggerating is worse than cheating. So if you can tell me that I've exaggerated here and there, then we can talk. And if you convince me, I will apologize. And let me give you an example of what people call tribal profiling, but which do happen. Let us start with women. And where my mother was buried, uko kwa kina Rigiji, my wife is more known than me. You see, I married a Luhya. So when she goes shopping in Tumutumu area, she carries things on her head, balancing Luhya style. And Kikuyus have a way of carrying it on kiondo at the back. You'll find, let me give you an example of three ladies. Luhya among other tribes, will carry it on the head, balancing, even without holding it. Kikuyu will have a rope on the head, then it will go all the way to the back. I remember when I was a police officer, we found a dead body of a woman, and then we found a very white line moving from one ear to the other ear. And we concluded that the dead person is a Kikuyu lady because all her life she has been carrying things on her head and the rope used to pass there. So her hair was still mostly a mixture of black and white, but that line where she used to carry her things used to happen that. What about, I said Luhya carry on the head, Kikuyus carry on the back. Somalis, if it is water, they kick it, they roll it on the ground. They roll it on the ground. So when if you marry a Somali lady in, let's say, either Kikuyu land or Luhya land, you'll find that she'll be carrying water that way and everybody will look at it spectacularly. Let us start with my own Luhya tribe. If there is any tribe that I really look negatively at more than all other tribes combined are Luhyas. I'd rather praise any other tribe but not Luhya. Luhya, you start a welfare and you say that you want, there is that amount that people pay for membership and then a monthly subscription ABCD. A Luhya, you will just pay for the first 2 months, and the third month he will be going, mostly he will be going to other members' places and say, do you know the treasurer? The treasurer, pesa zetu zimeibiwa. In the next meeting, call a meeting, we want all our money placed on the table. 3 years, and he has paid for 2 months subscription, plus joining money. The same Luhya, or another Luhya, you'll find that you stay with him in Kawangware. He visits you, talks to you. Everybody at home, Oshago, will know how you live. Huyo jamaa unamwona anavaa masuti, lakini Kawangware kwanza he has been, wanamfukuzaga kwa nyumba sijui nini nini. And then when he comes to you, he tells you 3 things. 1, he tells you what people say to you about you. 2, he tells you what he tells other people about you, but he'll tell you people say this. For example, you only have stools in your house, you don't have a sofa set. He tells people at home or anywhere that look at him, he does not even have a sofa set. When he wants to watch TV news, he goes to a neighbor's place. Then he goes and tells you, you see how people talk about you? They say that you don't have a TV. And he's the one who said that. So he'll say what people say about you. He'll say what he says about you. He'll say what other things that he annoying to you, and say people say that. And in most cases, lawyers will not tell you that person is. Just say, watu wanasema, watu wanasema. And then a Luhya visiting, going for a funeral, especially for the funeral of a fellow Luhya. You'll always, in Kawangware, we stay with all tribes. And you see, if one person dies, a Mukamba dies, a Kisii dies, whatever, you'll find that you ask them, did you go to Western to bury so and so? I say, yeah, we went to, and we came back. How was it? The place was fine. But Luhya, first of all, during the funeral, he'll go around telling your village, this fellow, kumbe anaringa tu Nairobi na anakaa nyumba ya matope. That is a Luhya. And then when he comes from Western, he comes back to Kawangware, he says, huyu jamaa alikufa na ringaringanga tu hapo, unaweza fikiri nyumbani amejenga nyumba ya ghorofa, kumbe anaishi nyumba ya nyasi. That is Luhya. You start a business, if you're a lawyer, a fellow lawyer will tell other people, amejiweka kwa kazi ya saluni, ngoja tu miezi mitatu ama minne ishi, hii itaishi, itakuwa miezi tatu, ya ine Mungu atakuwa amesaidia. And then luck comes to your way, you complete 5 years with the saloon. He himself again comes to you and say, Waingo, people used to say that hautafikisha hata miezi mitatu. That is a lawyer. The good thing about Kikuyu is one thing. Kikuyu does not mind your life. He only minds your life if you interfere with him. Kikuyu will only mind your life if you interfere with him. You can stay in Katwekera, nyumba ya matope, Kibra, and he stays in Runda. He can be visiting you there, and you can be visiting him, or you can whatever. And when he goes home, he's asked about so and so, Mwikaraga na akekole Nyairofi. Says, yeah, he's okay and whatever. If you want to differ with a Kikuyu, just tell him, I've not paid the house for 2 to 3 months, whatever. He'll pay the house for you for 2 to 3 months. Hey, angekuwa Mluya kulipie, the whole world will know. The world will not just know that 1 month you are whatever, you are broke, and he'll just say, I'm the one who has been paying him. Ask him. Actually, the house he stays in a house of 900 at Katwekera, and I have the hata angalia, he'll even produce the M-Pesa. But a Kikuyu kerekerio nedhiri, anything he has done to you, it is between you and him, unless of course something crooks up. The other thing that Kikuyus are is, which goes even maybe more extensive, I saw it when I was in the police, is that a Kikuyu, when it comes to business or finance, keep your promise, he keeps his. That is why they say kerekerio nedhiri. I saw it in Kiganjo once, and that time 40,000 was a lot of money. So somebody wanted to employ, he was a member of staff in Kiganjo, and it was his turn to select somebody to be taken there. And then he had promised his brother that your son, who has the same names as mine, I'll employ him in the police force. But before the recruitment came, somebody gave him 40,000. So he told his brother, if you can give me 40,000, I refund it to that person, I'll employ your boy. If not, wait until the next selection. A Kikuyu, whether you can be every day your things stay out, you are being evicted, you have not paid, your house is locked, and he knows and whatever. Even if he knows, he will never come to you and ask and whatever. It is for you to go and say, cousin, I'm financially not well, can you assist here and there? And a Kikuyu does not like when he has paid the rent for you for 1 month for you to come the second or third month. No, the first month was okay, and you go for good. That is how the Kikuyu is. From Kikuyu we go to Luo. Luo are gentlemen. I've liked Luos, and those are people you really understand both. And it's just that I'm old, and some things are for family watch. I even one time may have been their in-law, except anyway. So Luos are very good and very straightforward. You will only disagree with the Luo on 2 things. When it comes to football, and you have funny ideas about Gor Mahia, then you'll not agree with the Luo. The other thing bad about Luo is that you can even, by the way, that is why I'm not even criticizing Luo, because Luo, you can criticize them 1,000 times. Can say anything, exaggerated, bad, or anything, they don't care. But the moment you'll touch on the Odinga family, the moment you touch, you don't even like us, you hate us, you hate you if you have issues with the Jaramogi family or whatever. So the only bad thing about Luo is that they are so good so long as you don't comment negatively about Odinga family. But if you comment something positive about Odinga family, you see how they react. And that is what Mufiala, that is why Mufiala Rigiji said when they visited Kisumu, said, kumbe mlikuwa tu mnataka tusaidie baba na hivi. So that is how Luo are. We have Kisii and Meru. These people, they usually have anger management issues. And I remember when Uhuru Ruto were campaigning for the presidential, was it 2017 or 2013? One of those two occasions. When they were in Meru, Ruto even told them once that Mumeru akikwambia nitakukata, huwa amekukata already. But Kisii also have got anger management issues. Their Kisii are very argumentative. Kisii are argumentative. Merus are people whom I consider refused to reason. They refuse to reason. But Kisii, and then a Kisii would move from Kawangware stage 2 and go to Wema Hospital, a kiosk there to buy something. He or she passes all Kisii shops to go to another Kisii place from stage 2 to Wema Hospital, just because that. And if you find that a Kisii is buying things from you, then know that he or she has looked for all the other Kisiis and found they either do not have or there is no such a Kisii. And you may know a Kisii for 20 years and he'll find you arguing with another person who is a stranger to him. But once the Kisii gets the impression, when he gets the impression that the person you are differing with is a fellow Kisii, he'll always side with his fellow Kisii. Actually, I've even seen a case where he says, no, you are wrong, he's right. And then you say, but where am I wrong and where is he right? He says, okay, let me now start asking. Oyonka, ngaki mogote, and then starts asking. I've said that Kisii would move all the way from stage 2 to Emma Hospital to buy a kilo of sugar from another Kisii's place. With the Luhyas, it is the opposite. With the Luhya, it is the opposite. A Luhya will not buy anything from your shop. And as I said, he will always say, mpatie miezi mitatu, itafunga. But this is what happens. When it is 23rd to 27th, a Luhya has no sugar in his house. He will come to you in your shop and ask for sugar he'll pay at the end of the month. You being a fellow Luhya, you'll be happy and say, hey, let me give him this sugar so that maybe he'll start buying. Then he'll give you sugar. Yes, he will pay that sugar. At the end of the month, he'll come, pay for that sugar or whatever. Whatever he has bought, he'll pay and buy another item of a similar value. So he pays double to collect what he's collecting and to repay what he had borrowed. You know what next? You'll never see him again until 24th when he's broke. So, viewers, what I'm saying is true. And again, sorry, I started with Louis, I'll finish with Louis. When you succeed, first of all, when you are plotting something, you're plotting even hivi, don't tell a lawyer. And if you are a non-lawyer, yes, tell a lawyer. But a lawyer telling another lawyer, itatangazwa. Itatangazwa. If it is a lawyer telling another, if you tell your fellow lawyer. But when things happen, that is now the lawyers in their best. A lawyer will come. He will tell you how he used to pray for you to succeed, even if he did not know what projects you are taking. He'll say how he used to pray for you. And the most stupid thing about lawyer is that he will now imagine you have fought a case I know of a case, I think they are Kikuyus. They had a case with a multinational company and they won. They were paid, is it 25 million shillings? 25 million shillings. If a lawyer, you win a case like that, the lawyer will now come. Bwana, people are saying, I was praying for you. Now, you have done the part of looking for the money. Now, let us sit down so that I plan for you how to best. Now, if you can spend so much to look for that money, don't you think it is now an easy part for you to spend it? A lawyer will think that since you have spent a lot of energy and a lot of stress on looking for the money, now you can sit aside and he plans for you how to spend that money. Not only that, uh, he would want actually he wants the sitting allowance for planning that, and two, he wants to be praised for having participated in you winning the case and winning a lot of money. Thank you.